Hello and welcome to Flippin Through, the internet's #1 Mad Magazine news, review, and interview channel. And to date, we're flipping through Mad Magazine number 384, released August 1999. Cover price $2.95, which is indeed cheap. But before we do that, please let me remind you to hit like, hit subscribe, and leave a comment down below. That's the #1 way that you can support this YouTube channel. And we want to keep it growing, but we can't do it without your help. If you want to support me in a different way, if you think, hey, this is worth more than a like, a subscribe, and a comment down below, patreon.com/flippinthrough. Link is down in the description. You get stickers, stencils, buttons, whatever you want. Anyway, no, not whatever you want. I can't say that. Look at there's. You can see out the opposite window. That's weird with the glare. That's distracting me. These are the people that I get to thank for their support right now. Jacqueline Gosling, Reflection of Perfection, Misimo, Tom Richmond, David Strickler, Megan McInerney, Shane Buckley, Bobby Weigel, Cam Hayden, Rob Wilson, Rod Mead Sperry, Andrew Goldfarb, Casey Ori, and Little Cozy Nostril. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I hope I can keep on earning it. With that, let's get back. God damn it. That has not happened in a while. Let's get back over here and look at this week's issue. Mad Magazine number 384. Look at a Mort Drucker cover. You don't get Mort Drucker covers all that often. Now that it's not just me, I won't be as distracted. That's kind of fun. A little Will Smith illustration, and I like this detail. The silhouette of Alfred E. Neuman. Is Alfred E. Neuman, what does the E stand for? Is it like Chuck E. Cheese where the E stands for entertainment? It could be. Here we have, what else? Oh, inside our full-color muscle magazine, Bulging Man. Yes, Bulging Man is indeed what is going to happen. Never mind. This is a family show, okay? So let's stop talking. Let's change the subject, you guys. Coming soon next month, Star Wars Episode 1, Detroit Rock City, plus our latest full-color catastrophe, Warner Brothers Studio Stores, the unofficial catalog. I've looked through this issue. I've looked through it, and it's a good issue, especially the Warner Brothers thing. What was fun about this is it felt like they were genuinely making fun of it. And I know like Warner Brothers is the parent company, but it didn't feel like vertical integration. It felt like they're actually genuinely mocking them. All right, we're going to keep on moving. Another house ad right here, splitting up the table of contents. This with, is this the color one? X-rated Mad? No, this is basically the super special by another name. And you have some Basil Wolverton illustration. They loved using his illustrations for super specials. And I don't blame them. They're awesome. Continuing on, we get into the letters page. You guys know I love the Make a Dumb Wish Foundation, so we're going to zoom in on that. We got Yo-Yo Ma, we got Alex Trebek, but the real thing is the Make a Dumb Wish Foundation. And if you don't know, this is like a recurring thing in the 90s, maybe into the 2000s, likely into the 2000s. But you could make a dumb wish, and it would be a special section of the letters section. I'd like to make a dumb wish in hopes that I will get some kind of response. I'm in 8th grade now. Back in 6th grade, I liked a girl named Catherine. She hated me, and she still does. I had a crush on her for a couple of years. I thought of liking a different girl, but no girl interested me in the way Catherine did. I looked around for somebody else to like, but nobody could replace her. Catherine was just too nice, even though she hated me. Then in December of 1998, a sequence of events occurred that led me to a very pretty and very sweet girl named Kristen. She just happened to be Catherine's twin sister. She hates me too. My dumb wish is that you print my story in your magazine because I'm just stupid that way. Martin Wynn, Address withheld upon request. Marty, we love these kinds of letters at the Make a Dumb Wish Foundation. Quick and easy to fulfill. And dumb. We can knock off early and beat the crowds to happy hour at the tanning salon. We hope that by publishing your letter and making your dumb wish come true, Catherine and Kristen will see you in an entirely different light. If this happens with you and the twins, we suspect the next letter you'll be writing will be to Penthouse and not Mad. Keep us up to date. Anyway, okay, that's it. That's all I want to talk about. I got distracted by this from like 14 years ago. 14 years ago in Mad. And I'm going to turn the page now. Oh, this is kind of interesting. Hey, you probably thought we forgot to print this year's Reader's Choice for the best articles in 1998. We would have put it sooner, but we are waiting for the shipment of Y2K compatible typewriters to be delivered. This year's list comes courtesy of John Greatzer from Ontario, Canada. And I don't know, it's just the best of. I don't ever remember seeing this, and they're referring to it like it's something that they did regularly, but I don't recall. And this is sort of like my time for reading Mad Magazine. Here we have Mild, Mild Mess, the Will Smith flop. Was it kind of a flop? It was this sort of like retro-futuristic, steampunk, science fiction movie. And I don't know, it was like Kevin Kline was in it. Ulysses S. Grant was in it. And Will Smith, and I guess a gorilla. I don't know, it's a lot of fun chicken fat in the background here. I don't remember. I don't think I've ever even seen this movie. I do remember this, the giant spider thing. So I don't know. This is like, I mean, it was a movie that nobody was excited about, and I think that Mort Drucker was equally excited to do the spoof of it. So there you go. This is what I really want to get into. Each year, MTV brings a different group of 7 strangers together and gives them a place to live in exchange for allowing their lives to be broadcast on national TV. Odd thing is, the group from one year pretty much looks like the group from any other year. Is it a coincidence? Divine intervention? Tainted Zima? Actually, they find their near identical sets of 20-something clones by making all applicants fill out MTV's real world casting questionnaire. So yeah, it's like 7 strangers. I think I can do this from like memory. It was like 7 strangers live in a home, blah, 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 blah. And then there's like romance. There's people flipping out. It's kind of wild. And there was like, this is sort of the heyday of MTV. And then they had Road Rules, which was another thing where it was like they would go on adventures driving across the country in an RV. It was kind of cool and very entertaining. Here we go. So you have to do name, nickname that you think is cool but really just sounds stupid. Address a person you're currently sponging off of or crashing with. You can be reached. Nearest telephone where you can be reached. Age 18, 19, 20, 21. Over the hill. Do you have any bad habits? Ethnic group, white, Asian American, Latino, volatile African American, extremely volatile African American, go ballistic and call you a racist if you sneeze at me the wrong way, African American. That was, they're not off with the people that they cast on the show. Do you have any bad habits, specifically something that might prompt your roommates to throw you out of the house, say during episode 7? Oh, and sometimes you would throw people out of the house. That's right. But that wasn't part of the show. I mean, obviously it was part of the show, but it wasn't like a Survivor type thing where people get kicked off. It was just some roommates were just so horrible. They're like, we don't want you living here anymore. List all 5 jobs you've had and been fired from in the past year. And here we have Drew Friedman doing these illustrations, but it's different. It's like pencil drawings. It's not this sort of stippled Drew Friedman artwork that you're used to. It's like very obviously him. You can recognize that it's him, but yeah, it's different. Where's Puck? Usually they'll have like a picture of Puck. That was on the first season in San Francisco, and that dude was amazing. Which of the following are essential elements to your idea of a quiet evening at home? 6 other roommates wandering in and out, 25,000 watts of stage lighting, TV cameras and boom microphones everywhere, a dozen bored crewmen milling around, millions of MTV viewers watching in later. Have you ever had a one-night stand with a roommate, then gone completely psycho on them the next day? Yes, no. If no, would you like to? Section 3, essay section. Tell us about your best tantrum ever. Use a separate sheet of paper, hopefully several. I certify that my answers above, whether true or not, are as hip and trendy as I can possibly make them. I hereby agree that if selected, I will give up my privacy, my dignity, and any and all embarrassing personal secrets to the real world. Bunham Murray Productions, MTV Networks, Viacom Incorporated, and every slacker real world viewer whom, by the mere fact that they're watching, proves that they have nothing better to do than dissect my pathetic life. Hey, that's fun. Here we have some John Caldwell. The basic differences between parents and grandparents. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in on these old timers. Your father's constantly nagging you about the way you wear your pants. Your grandfather is much less judgmental. The older I get, I understand like wearing pants high. I get it. Moving on. Your parents teach you that the early bird gets the worm. Let's go, Rip Van Winkle. It's nearly 7. Your grandparents teach you that the early bird gets to eat the mashed potatoes before they get all crusty. If you're not in line by 5, you can kiss the rutabagas goodbye. Am I right, Pearl? Who likes... I don't even know what a rutabaga is. Bega. Your mother sometimes locks her keys in her car. Your grandmother sometimes locks your grandfather in the car. If you listen, this isn't as what is it, like controversial as some of his other stuff. You know, sometimes he'll get like a little blue in his comedy, but I don't know. I still like this. This is very charming. Fathers are slow to ask for directions. Grandfathers are quick to give them. Oh, look, Howard, the same cow we passed 3 times. She really gets around, doesn't she? 295, listen, Punjab. I can't. All right, just right when I say he's not controversial, he goes and does something like that. My God. That's what you got to be ready for with Caldwell. Some nice ebbs and flows. Your mother bores you with a 20-minute lecture about your piercings. Your grandfather entertains you with a 20-minute history of his tattoos. Okinawa, 1951. I'm gassed to the rafters. The MP's got the joint surrounded, and his little geisha is giving me the hairy orbs. Next thing I know. He's great. This dude's a genius. But, unfortunately, I am going to move on. Here we have. Do you guys remember this? Jewel from Alaska. She lived in a van. She wrote poems. Everybody loved her. And look at this. This is what I want. I want this MAD whiteboard. I'm going to send in this subscription card. This is, I don't know that I'm going to look at this or like read any of this, but it does have, oh man, for some reason, like first blush, I thought this was Paul Coker. It's not. It's Yvonne Buchanan. Yvonne Buchanan. Really cool artwork, though. I like it. It's kind of like loosey-goosey the way Coker's is, but I don't know, more fluid or something. More flowing. Hey, that's lovely. Oh, wait, what happened here? There we go. A mad look at veterinarians. Veterinarians. Is it, how do you pronounce it? Veterinarians or veterinarians? If you made it this far, make sure you leave a comment Whether you pronounce it veterinarians or veterinarians, leave that comment down below. Is there rules against that? Against vets at the track? I mean, this isn't like these two are just a mad look at degenerate gamblers and showmen. That's a mad look at. This is all leftover stuff that just had to do with animals, and he just kind of grouped it all together and was like, "Fuck it, it's all veterinarian stuff." Oh, here we go. Here's a nice veterinarian. What a psycho! Oh, I love that. Uh-oh. Oh God. Um. Oh damn. A grown-up, dressed up gorilla. Veterinary services. Damn. Why am I dragging ass today, guys? I don't know. I feel tired, even though I got like 20 hours of sleep last night. Here we have bulging man. Abs, abs, abs. Turn your chest into a ripped wall of mini abs. That's what mine's like. You can't tell, but I'm flexing. Great sex with women. Short, inconsequential article included solely to ease your girlfriend's qualms about your interest in a magazine featuring page after page of scantily clad, oiled up men. Listen, guys. What are muscles for? Right? Muscles are for lifting heavy things and for other men to admire, okay? That's the real thing. All my 39 years on this earth has led me to believe that women don't care about muscles. And I'm saying that as a guy who's ripped to the gills with abs upon abs, okay? Here we go. I'm pretty sure that's Desmond Devlin, friend of the show. Get that smorgasbord of a body you've always wanted with our buffet workout. Here we have artist Scott Bircher, photographer Irving Schild. Oh, bulging man, right? Wait. Okay, hold on. The writer is Scott Mako. The artist is Bircher, photographer Irving Schild. I thought it said, for some reason, I thought they were talking about this bulging man. But no, I'm almost certain that's Desmond Devlin. Here we have the decline reverse lateral pack. Grasp barbell firmly with both hands. Lift it off the floor with much difficulty and continue lifting despite any pain. Perform 17 repetitions or until you hear a snap in your groin, rendering your testicles useless. Wide gripped incline pec burn. Holding the end of the barbell, proceed to pull it toward your body while fending off smartass remarks from people who think you're using it incorrectly. Perform 6 repetitions. I used to work out in a gym. I used to lift weights. And I found gyms always like nice people who can help you lift better. I don't know, people always have these you always hear these nightmare scenarios on the internet. Never experienced that. Always positive experiences at the gym. Number 6, straddled lower pec snaps. Lay down on the bench and raise dumbbells overhead. Pause. Perform 8 repetitions. See gym rat with body you'll never have. Wait patiently for the bench you're on. Perform another 10 reps really slowly just to irritate him. Here you have the spitting pec pull down. While holding one hand firmly on hip, raise other hand overhead to distract flies from your wet, stinking hair, you sweaty bastard. Perform 8 repetitions and be sure to have horsefly bite salve handy if exercising outdoors. The photographs mixed in with the illustrations are just, they're lovely. Oh, here I should stay zoomed in so we can look at these steroids. Is that Diggy D? Ipecac tablets. The secret of poison control centers can now be yours. Strip away body fat from the inside after eating anything you like by getting rid of the food before you digest it, thus actually preventing the body's production of fat. Just pop a vomit-inducing capsule or three down your throat following a 7-course meal, a half-gallon of ice cream, an entire pizza, pea soup, anything, and tell your friends to stand back. Immediate results. Here we have the Navy SEAL exercises. Finally, a book navy blue in color to teach you how to do all those fantastic tricks you've seen SEALs perform at the zoo, the circus, and in old cartoons. Achieve the condition of a sleek aquatic seal. Full-size 106th generation Xerox pages and photos. This is the best training method based on the bone structure, musculature, and metabolism of marine carnivorous pinnipeds, period. Exercises include balancing a large colorful ball on your nose, honking a rack of bulbed horns in succession, congratulating yourself by clapping your flippers, and barking. Here we have the unspoken rules about double dating. This is one of those things that I never really, I didn't understand as a kid. I was like, a double date? Like people do that? They go on a date with another couple that's going on a date? And apparently that is something that happens. That is something that does truly actually happen. Here we go. Rule number 4, one guy's manners must always be way better than the other guy's. Appelez-vous, mademoiselle? Rub-a-dub-dub, let's get the grub. This is Timothy Chalamet doing the artwork and Desmond Devlin doing the writing. Rule 21, in anticipation of dividing the check 50-50, each couple must order only the most expensive items on the menu. We'll have 2 of the caviar scallop filet entrees in antelope sauce, and we'll have 3 of them. Matt, if you don't drink, splitting the check is literally the worst thing in the world. You go out with people that drink and they're like, let's just split the check. You've been sipping on the same Coca-Cola the whole night and they've been guzzling beers and fancy drinks. There's nothing worse in the whole wide world. Timothy Chalamet's artwork is so great with this because it's like, I don't know. It just seems like this type of writing, this type of gag, it works best with something kind of realistic, like sort of not cartoonish cartoons. Rule 44, whenever any sex scene occurs during the movie, all 4 parties must stiffen their legs, grip the armrests, put on robotic-like blank expressions, or adopt any other necessary ruses to camouflage their sexual arousal. Well, I mean, after Pee-wee got busted, it's like, how the hell are you, you can't do anything in the theater these days. It's disgusting. Rule number 69. Nice. It is considered poor form for the 2 guys private who gets his date's bra first bet to be settled the instant there is a winner. Okay, it's off, and now pay up the 20. Pay up the 20 now. Oh, this poor guy, he didn't stand a chance. Like, he can't even get the buttons in her blouse open. Rule 74, even though in all human history only one double date ever ended up in a 4-way orgy in Malmö, Sweden on January 27, 1974, the false possibility must never ever leave the minds of the daters. Oh, that's disturbing. Rule 81. It is imperative that the other 3 daters agree on their alibi before depositing an innocent 4th dater with unexplained bruises and brand new tattoos face down in her parents' driveway. Okay, let's run through it one more time. She went to the bathroom during the opening credits, came back 2 hours later with the tattoos and a sailor on each arm. Whoa. Don't blame it on the sailors. Another... look at this. Well, here, I'll look at this real quick. Boom. Subscription thing. Here we have a spy versus spy. Oh my God, I've wasted so much time. We're 24 minutes in and there's like, damn it. Here we have the USS Desperation singles cruise. I'm not going to go through the activities for the day, but hopefully you're watching this on a TV or some type of big screen, because holy smokes, this is the most exciting thing that Tom Bunk does. Like these type of windmill builders where it is just everything, everywhere, all at once. That's what I thought that movie was going to be about. Everything, everywhere, all at once. I thought it was going to be about a Tom Bunk illustration, but it wasn't. Look at that. This is the type of thing. This is the type of illustration you can just get lost in forever. Look at this little happy chappy. Anyway, and then a Mad Zeppelin up top there. Sorry, I cut that one off. Moving on, a TV commercial we'd like to see. This is the old MasterCard ads. Airfare for your wife to visit her mother in California, $600. Sending your son to a big league fantasy baseball camp, $1,850. Picking up the tab for your daughter to ski Aspen, $3,100. Finally, having the house to yourself so you can shack up with your secretary. Priceless. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's master fraud. Here I have Monroe and the Goth. Now, we are on a bit of a hiatus, but Potter's EB Podcast, we are going through every single Monroe comic in Mad Magazine. So I don't like to examine these too closely because I'm anticipating doing this on the podcast. A TV commercial we'd like to see part 2. Baseball bat, $25. An automatic handgun with silencer and shells, $675. That's a revolver. Case of dynamite, $225. Finally being made in the mafia, priceless. There's some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's master fraud. And then here we have the fake tricks. The Matrix is a masterpiece, and I'm not going to stand idly by while Mad Magazine mocks it. Show disrespect to the Wachowskis. And finally, the celebrity cause of death betting odds. Will Smith, a Jiggy-related mishap. Killed in brawl with rapper Eminem over who's more black, 4-1. Knifed by wife Jada Pinkett, still jealous over all those hoochies in his Miami video. Killed by Star Wars geeks for wasting precious screens on Wild Wild West that could have been showing Phantom Menace, 8-1. Accident on the set of the sitcom Fresh Dad of Bel-Air, The Next Generation, 568,984,958-1. Mistaken for gangsta rapper and murdered in drive-by shooting, 9,223,383,741-1. I bet you this is actually not that far off from something that could happen based on some of the reboots of old TV shows. Here we have this, our final thing, which I thought was an ad. I thought I was going to have to give an ad alert. I'm a beautiful, scantily clad model standing in Times Square posing for this ad. Typical of Madison Avenue, they'll use sex to try and sell anything, even something as wholesome as milk. Only one problem. Most readers are so busy checking out my fabulous body that they never really pay attention to the product being advertised. Could it be that everyone connected with this ad forgot milk? Rebecca, who married that guy from Full House at National Fluids Promotion Board that got milked. A Mad ad parody. There we go. Mad Magazine number 384. Remember, hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. Toodaloo.